Hey, Biz, let it drop right here.
It's Friday. It's 1 o'clock on, it's new 98.1 FM, huh? New. I'm with Alex Urbina. I listen to a show every Friday at noon driving over to the station, and he said something today. Oh, the show is called Trav's Talk Sports, but Trav's not here. So it's Coach and Alex talking sports today on award-winning 98.1 and 1220 AM. So you open up every Friday at noon. I love your show with your daughter, your beautiful daughter. And you open up the show, whether you say, are you emotionally okay, or emotionally here, something like that. And she goes, no. And you go, that's okay. You don't need to be emotionally. Leaders step up and go ahead.
Yeah, so is my mic on?
Yeah.
So for me, what I was saying was, she said she didn't feel like being here today.
Right.
And what I said is, from my experience, when I've learned certain leadership distinctions as a leader, I operate not based on my feelings. I'm operating based on my commitment. So if I made a commitment to you, Coach, we're going to have lunch, or we're going to smoke cigars on the golf course, whatever it is, and I don't feel like going, I'm going anyways, because I'm committed to my commitment, to my word. I gave my word. All those things are more important than how I feel.
So is that character? That's character?
No, it's a choice. I've chosen to live my life like that. And I've decided, it's a decision I've made, that I said I'm not going to be run by my feelings. Because if I was run by my feelings, I probably wouldn't get up every day. I would just lay around and just be lazy.
But this goes to character. Come on, let's discuss it. We're talking about sports. So I want to roll this into sports because I want to get into your great strength, I think, is teaching people how to communicate, teaching people how to lead themselves. Am I correct there? And you do workshops for teenagers, right?
I do workshops for everybody.
I know you do.
Yeah, my specialty is teen leadership trainings, do parent workshops, I do it all.
Right. But I want to get into what you just said, because you know what irritates me? Irritating is not the right word, but if your son was a great high school football player. So when he was in Little League football, did he have a coach that instilled emotion in him? Did he have a coach that he instilled the right ingredients? Because you and I both know that football is one of those sports. It's not an easy sport to practice. Practices are hard. It's not an easy sport to play. And it's a sport, unfortunately, where there's a lot of risk to personal injury. But what I want to talk about is the risk to personal, emotional industry, that the wrong coach can damage a young person. And I want you to talk about that. As a father, I'm a grandfather. You're not a grandfather yet, are you?
Not yet.
Are you getting close?
I'm excited.
You're getting close, aren't you?
I don't think I'm close yet.
No.
Because I have no control over that, right?
No, zero.
Yeah.
But don't you think that a parent, how does a parent know when their child is in harm's way with the wrong coach? Because that coach could literally drive a kid out of that sport or sport forever. I've seen it so many times. I'm sure you have too.
I have, yeah.
And then that relates to everything else in life, because now that person may get fearful of an older adult, or may get fearful of coaching, or may get fearful of mentoring because they've been slammed. Does that make sense?
It does.
So I want to talk about that. I want to talk about, it's a sports show, but emotion plays everything in life. But according to you, it doesn't, which is interesting.
No, I said according to me, you can decide whether you're going to let your feelings run you or not, or you're going to allow yourself to be run by what you're committed to. So if you're a baseball player, you don't feel like playing today, tough. Whether you feel or playing or not, you made a commitment to the team. So you get to step up and have your commitment fire you up and get out on the baseball field and play.
I'll go with that. So commitment, which you and I understand commitment, isn't it part of character? Isn't it part? So this goes back to what I'm saying about if you get the wrong coach that doesn't understand character building, then you're going to have a kid that's going to be affected by emotion, because he's not going to start, right? Where the coach doesn't talk to him in a proper way and doesn't encourage that kid to keep trying. Does that make sense?
It does. Character building is important. However, character building is the responsibility of the parent. Don't rely on your teachers to build your character. Don't even rely on your coaches, even though there are some great coaches out there that are focused on character building, and they'll do that for you if you're not doing it as a parent. But you as a parent, as a mom or a dad, need to decide, I'm going to help build the character in my son or in my daughter such that they can go out on the field and play any kind of sport and actually interact with any kind of coach and not be disempowered by that coach because that coach is infuriated or upset or
all right, baby, I got to call
projecting.
you out. I was a foster kid, so I left home at 14. I never had a father, never knew my father. My mother was a good human being, but she didn't know how to mother and blah, blah, blah. So kids that come from broken homes, how many homes are broken? How many families are broken? You deal with this all the time. So your kids were lucky that they grew up with two loving parents. But if you grow up in a broken home and you don't have that kind of guidance, this has got to have a dramatic effect on whatever you're going to do, especially sports, because sports requires commitment. It requires working with other people. I mean, all the things that you teach in your courses, this is what sports is. Even though it's the toy department of life, it still requires a strong fortitude, a strong, I think, a strong emotional base, because, if you strike out, have you ever seen, I still go to high school baseball games. You ever see a kid strike out? Man, it is devastating. They walk back to the dugout with their head hung. Sometimes they slam their helmet. Even the big leaguers slam their helmet, slam their bat. And the big leaguers get paid a lot of money, so they'll bounce back quick. But a 12-year-old, how does a 12-year-old bounce back, Alex Urbina?
Well, again, it depends on what context you're talking about. You're talking about with parents or without parents, because you just brought out no parents. So if you don't have parents or you don't have a mentor to guide you, you're out there trying to figure it out on your own. And you're right, it is a challenge to be put in a sport. Someone's putting you in a sport, though. Whether you're...
Well, it could be one parent. So
Okay,
the point of the conversation is, here's my question to you. If you get the wrong coach, what do you do?
If you get the wrong coach, you have to rely on the relationship that you have with your parent and start to explain to your mom and your dad, hey, coach, Smith is writing down on me a lot, and it disempowers me. You have to open up that discussion, and hopefully you have a mom or dad that can walk you through that process and teach you how to separate your coach and all of his or her projection onto you so that you don't take it on and make it your own self-worth. You have to learn how to distinguish your own self-worth versus your coach's opinion. And I'm glad you brought my son up, because I did a lot of work with my son in teaching him and reminding him that who he is not his results, and who he is not how his dad might give his opinion. He's not his dad's opinion. He's not his coach's opinion. He's pure potential, and that he has the opportunity to get on the field and be whoever he chooses to be and dig down deep and find that inner champion and bring that and access that and bring that to every game that he plays. I guess we must have something going on inside the studio.
I think you're affecting everybody that's listening to you.
Yeah,
The show is called Travis Talk Sports. Coach Ron Tunick here. I'm the co-host with my very dear friend Alex Urbina. He's got his own show every Friday at noon with his daughter. What's it called? What's your show called?
The Inspirational Parent.
So I just have to challenge you, because as much as I care for you and admire you and everything that you're saying, I got a challenge, because most people aren't trained to do what you did with your son. That's the issue. So the coaches that these little league coaches, or even high school coaches, in some cases college coaches, they don't have your training. So they have their own agenda. They push their own agenda towards the kid, and if the kid doesn't react, basically kiss the coach's butt. Come on, there's so much politics in sports and in life, but your son had you. If he didn't have you, where do you think he would have wound up? Be honest. Where do you think he'd wound up?
I have no idea where he'd be on his own journey trying to figure out.
He'd be in the NFL. You screwed everything
Yeah,
up.
exactly. But to take your challenge, and I love being challenged, but if just because there's other people that haven't had that training or don't have that awareness. It's exactly the reason why I'm using my experience and my training to have radio shows and to get on a platform and remind other coaches and parents that they could rise to that level. That's a possibility.
Does coaches, seriously now, do coaches come to your workshops? We should do a workshop for coaches.
I would love to do a workshop with coaches.
Because this is such a. I'm bringing this up because I have two grandsons, Jackson Tunick up in Grants Pass, Oregon, and Luke Longacre in Westlake Village, and they're both really good baseball players. On the team in Grants Pass, his dad, John Tunick, my son, who is an all-county baseball football player, is the coach. He's very sensitive to the things that you understand. He's not a yeller. He knows that each kid is an individual and he has to address them. The opposite is just in Westlake Village, where the coach has no skills to. I don't even know how he became a baseball coach, but my kid in Westlake Village is 13, going to be 14 in July, and I said to my daughter, maybe we pull Luke out, because I think this coach could poison his mental and emotional game, especially the emotional game, forever, right?
I agree, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's why when
are you listening, Julie?
That's why when you're talking about coaches and having a coach program
we should do that.
Or a workshop, I would only attract the coaches that are conscious or semi-conscious. The unconscious coaches can't hear me. They don't want to hear me. They don't want to look at themselves. They just want to be right about their belief about their coaching.
What are we going to charge? Well, we need to do this. It's not just baseball. The reason I brought up baseball is when you strike out, there's this feeling of failure, immediate failure, that everybody's watching you fail, and that's not fun. You and I are business people, so if we fail, nobody sees it, right? But when you strike out, everybody sees it.
And that's why I love coaches that are mindful and are aware of that and are conscious. When they have one of their kids strike out, the first thing they do is they're clapping, going, "It's all right, Tommy, that's the way we get it done. I'd rather you go down swinging." And they're affirming them. And they're saying it out loud to the whole team and to the parents, and they're saying it so that in that moment when Johnny wants to hang his head down, he hears his coach's voice letting him know it's okay and that you're not the strikeout. You're not the guy who struck out. You just happen to take a swing and missed it. So I love those kinds of coaches, but they're rare. Can we teach more coaches to be that? Absolutely. I'm just not sure that coaches even see the value of wanting to be that kind of a coach.
I'm going to disagree a little bit. I think probably when you get to the high school level, I think they want to win. They want the CIF championship. They want to win. So maybe off the air we'll put this thing together. We got to figure out.
Well, it depends on winning too.
Aaron, what do you think we would charge for this?
Some coaches just want to win. They're not really committed to building the kids up and build up their self-esteem.
What do you think? $5,000. The show's called.
It's like Coach. He just wants the
money.
Yeah.
Travis Talk Sports. I'm the co-host, Coach Ron Tunick, with the fabulous Alex Urbina. We'll come back to this, but it's something we'll talk about because you could break a kid. This is serious. I mean, you can break a kid forever. He never wants to come back to the sport, and then when he strikes out in life, guess what he's going to do? Hang his head. Mm-hmm. And then who's going to be there to pick him up if he doesn't have that leadership in the family, he doesn't have that person that says to him, come on, striking out is all part of life, In fact, right. The more you strike out, the more you win. Aaron, you strike out a lot. How you doing? You doing all right?
I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
Hanging my head a little bit.
Did you ever play baseball?
Very poorly, yeah. I did.
And when you struck out, was it devastating?
It was kind of a common occurrence. I was always at the bottom of the batting order. But yeah, it's tough because especially I played when I was like 10, and you feel like everybody's watching you. Everybody's watching you fail.
There.
But like you guys said, it's important to have a coach that has the emotional intelligence that can back you up and kind of prop you up.
Now the fun is out of it, and then you're going, I don't want to do this. And instead of just what Alex said, instead of getting somebody to encourage you to show you how you can overcome. And we all strike out. It doesn't mean whether it's baseball, football, or real life. We all strike out because we're all flawed.
And that's a key word, is to overcome, right? Overcome, bounce back, get back on the horse. All those are powerful distinctions that, as a coach, you need to learn those things.
Or from your parents. But if, like I said, you deal with this. I don't. But, if a kid comes from a broken home, his parents are so preoccupied with what's going to go on with the divorce or their work, or we need to do this come on my Tuesday show, and we should talk about this. What about the Kentucky Derby tomorrow? Are you going to watch it?
I probably won't, no.
Why?
Because my life is big. I got a lot of fun, exciting things to do on weekends, and I'm not going to sit around and watch
Kentucky Derby.
Horses run around.
It's 2 minutes, Alex.
Yeah.
I'll watch the highlights.
Aaron,
I'll watch the highlights at the end of the night.
Justified is the favorite right now.
He said 2 minutes.
It's 2 minutes.
You're right, it is.
Yeah, his life is big, though. He can't give us 2 minutes to watch the Kentucky Derby.
I don't have time for 2 minutes watching two horses run around for 2 minutes.
Justified is the favorite. Are you going to watch it tomorrow?
Oh, I'll be all over it.
Yeah, I think it's late in the day.
Are you really? Or are you just saying that?
No, I love the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah.
I'll watch it.
Okay, next item.
I got things going on too, but 2 minutes.
But you gotta carve out the 2 minute time.
It comes around one time a year.
So you're a Dodger fan, right?
Yeah, I guess if I were to root for a baseball team, I would root for the Dodgers.
Okay, then turn your mic off because Alex and I are going to be discussing the Dodgers. I need a real Dodger fan to jump in.
I know, but if we're talking about...
call in. You can call in 298-5487, 298-5487.
If we're talking about having time, if you don't have 2 minutes for a horse race, you think I got 4 hours every night to watch the Dodgers?
See, that's my guy right there.
Okay, so... you guys don't know this. I'm going to break. Do we have the breaking news thing here? Can you do a breaking news thing here? So there's a number of sports that I watch. I don't have the big life like you do, so I watch sports.
You got the retired life. I'm
not retired, dog. I'm not.
Hometown. KHTS breaking news.
So I just got appointed as the commissioner to fix sports. Yeah, so I'm going to be fixing all the sports. Stay with me on this, Alan. All right. I know you're laughing, but stay with me. Baseball's too long. 162 games? Come on, man. And just what Aaron said, the games are 3.5, sometimes 4 hours. We need to get baseball down to 2.5 hours max.
They don't need to. You know why?
Why?
Because guys like you will watch. You'll avoid your wife and watch a 4-hour game in front of the...
All right, turn his mic off. I'm not avoiding my wife at all. You know my wife. You don't avoid my little wife, right? My little genius, gorgeous wife.
I'm just messing with you. But if you got guys that are going to take, a whole Sunday or a whole Saturday or 4 days a week to watch the games in their entirety... Why
but
shorten
his
it?
generation, the Marlins, do you know there's a team called the Marlins?
Yes.
What do you think their 5,000 people go to the game? 5,000 people. Why? First of all, they have a crummy team, but there has to be a reason why more people aren't. I was watching Arizona last night, okay? And Arizona's number one in the National League West. Half the stadium was empty. So something is going on, Alex. I think other people have big life too, so that could be it. But I think the games are too long. To get a hot dog now and a soda. I mean, food cost is another $100. You ever go to a Dodger game?
Yeah, I drop a couple $100 all the time.
Bingo.
Every game. Yeah.
What's
your point though?
My point is, I'm the new commissioner to fix the issue.
Okay.
So I want to go. Listen to me. I want to go to a 7-inning game.
Okay.
7 innings. That'll get us down to about 2.5 hours. Okay. I want to take the pitcher, just like in the American League gets it. Get the pitcher. Pitchers. It's ridiculous to watch these pitchers walk up and strike out. Or
wait a minute. You moved on past the 7th inning.
I want to fix baseball. So we go 7 innings.
We're barely standing up and stretching at the 7th inning.
Well, the game's over. What?
No, you got a couple more innings for a comeback.
We don't need a 9-inning game. A nice, quick 7-inning.
Just because you want to be in your bed by 9 o'clock and asleep doesn't mean that the rest of us go to sleep that early, right?
That's my pal.
Come on, Aaron,
Alex
you got to back me up, buddy.
Picking on older people.
Come on, we can hang out till 2, 3 in the morning celebrating.
I mean, look, you ain't getting
picking
out of the
on older
people.
Look, I'm the commissioner now, so refer to me as the commissioner. No more coach. I'm the commissioner.
All right.
So my job, that's right.
Commissioner Tunick.
That's right. My job is to fix these sports. 7 innings.
Okay, all right.
Let's go to
I'll entertain it.
140 games. And then when you you like basketball too, right?
Yes.
So your favorite basketball player of all time is?
Kobe Bryant.
Turn his mic off. He doesn't know what he's talking about. LeBron James, baby. Once in 100 years. I mean, did you watch this guy last night? Did you watch any Cavalier game last night with the Toronto?
I don't watch LeBron. I'm not a LeBron fan. If you're a Kobe fan, you can't be a LeBron fan.
I've softened on that.
Alex,
you did?
I have.
You let him hook you. You got
Alex
brainwashed. You got brainwashed.
Alex Urbina, what's happened to you,
Kobe
son?
Bryant is the greatest.
There was a vacuum, and I needed some greatness to fill. And LeBron is filling that void for me.
Unbelievable. I watched that game. I was telling my wife, who could care less. She's like, Alex, she could care less. Mm-hmm. And I said, Elle, this is not at once in a generational. This is maybe at once in 100 years. 15 years in the league, and what he did last night, what he does every game.
He's jacked. He's in the best shape I've ever seen anybody
Unbelievable.
in.
How old is he? 34?
He's 34.
34?
I watched LeBron come to California and play at UCLA in his senior year at St. Mary's.
Oh, wow.
And he was a man-child.
Yeah.
He literally looked like a college kid or a young college kid playing with little elementary school kids.
I believe it.
And so, I mean, I saw him and I watched him and I knew he was going to do some extraordinary things. And he's an extraordinary player for sure.
Our show brought to you by my buddy Earthwise Vitamins. That's where the coach I just bought was there this morning, Earthwise over there.
I thought you were the commissioner.
Yeah, but I buy my vitamins at Earthwise. We're going to come back. Alex Urbina and the coach today spending time on a sports show, Travis Talk Sports. Well, I don't know where he is. I have no idea where he is. We'll be right back.
Hey, let it drop right here.
Stone Oven, the healthy alternative. You've never tasted a sandwich like this before. Gourmet bread cooked before your eyes. Stone Oven at the food court at Valencia Town Center.
Save at the best Santa Clarita restaurants. Restaurant Row, where everything is half price. Click on hometownstation.com and discover incredible savings. Online or at our radio station, everyone saves with Restaurant Row. Check it out at hometownstation.com. Restaurant Row, where everything is half price.
In the entire world, there is only one thrill capital. Six Flags, with the most coasters on the planet. Twisted Colossus, Goliath, Full Throttle, X2. Doesn't get much better than that. And now the new VR experience on the 400-foot Drop of Doom. Time is running out to save up to 50% on a 4-pack of passes and get Hurricane Harbor passes free. Hurry, offer ends May 6th. Go big, go Six Flags.
This is Bernard Cash with Earthwise Nutrition Center. We have been serving Santa Clarita Valley from the same location in Granary Square Shopping Center for the last 30 years. We built our business on earning people's trust. What you get at our store, you will not get anywhere else. You're going to get a family that's going to tell you the truth, that's more interested in earning your business long-term versus making a big sale. You're going to get 30 years of knowledge, and you're going to get a wide variety of products that actually work. You can visit us at buyearthwise.com or call us at 661-255-2928.
The College of the Canyons Nursing Program will be hosting a BSN Information Night on May 9th from 6:30 to 8 p.m. in the Santa Clarita Performing Arts Center. Looking to get into the nursing field? Want to earn your Bachelor's of Science in Nursing? Representatives from various colleges will be outlining their BSN programs, and students will be sharing their experiences. Pathways for concurrent enrollment and registered nurse to BSN programs will be covered. All are welcome. Visit canyons.edu/nursing for details.
Hi, this is Jason Perez with New American Funding, Santa Clarita's own homegrown mortgage expert. Visit my website at lendscb.com or give me a call at 661-972-1092. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or trying to go from your condo to a castle, here at New American Funding, my team and I are here to help you do whatever you need. Once again, feel free to give me a call, 661-972-1092, or visit my website at lendscb.com. I'm looking forward to working with you.
Coming to the Canyon, Santa Clarita. Air Supply, Stephen Stills and Judy Collins, Randy Bachman, Robbie Krieger of The Doors, Blood, Sweat and Tears, John Mayall, Missing Persons, Metalachi, Maxi Priest, Buck Cherry, Oingo Boingo Dance Party, The Blasters, Berlin, The Fix, Patty Smythe and Scandal, The Dan Band, Faster Pussycat, Ted Nugent, Justin Hayward, Ronnie Spector and the Ronettes, and many more. plus Sunday brunch with live music, Throwback Thursdays. And it's the perfect place to host your parties and special events. The Canyon Santa Clarita, where music meets the soul. Tickets available through Ticketmaster.
Healthcare can be difficult if you're underinsured or have Medi-Cal. Samuel Dixon Family Health Center can help. Services are available on a sliding fee schedule. The mission of the Samuel Dixon Family Health Center is to give the Santa Clarita Valley access to affordable, quality primary care. There are 3 locations to serve you: Canyon Country, Newhall, and Valverde. Go to sdfhc.org for more information and to find the location most convenient for you.
KHTS, your hometown station.
Hey, Biz, let it drop right here.
That's a little hip-hop for you, Alex. The show's called Travis Talk Sports. Every Friday at 1 o'clock, I'm the co-host. I was just teasing. Travis is driving back from Arizona. He's a big-time executive, and he's in a fancy car driving back from Phoenix. He may be listening, huh?
He's never here.
He's a very successful businessman. He doesn't have time to do this stuff.
I know.
Alex and I have time, and we love sports. Alex Urbina loves people, and he's one of my favorite people in the whole world. We go to his workshops, Ellen and I. Do you have anything coming up that I can go to?
I'm actually thinking about creating another relationship workshop.
The one that Ellen and I went to?
Yeah, but more intense.
Do you know?
I don't think you can handle that.
Challenge me. Do you know that?
I know you're up for challenges.
Do you know your workshop changed our marriage so good? I'm not. God is my witness. From the moment that we went to your workshop last year, our marriage is like, I would give it an A+.
Awesome.
A+.
Thank you for that.
Because I learned how to be present through your workshop.
But you guys love each other, and you guys came in with a huge amount of love for each other. So I was inspired by your guys' love for each other.
I love her so much. She's such, and I think that's luck, finding the right person. You got lucky too.
All right, I'll take that. I did get lucky. She's an amazing woman.
Yeah, we married up. Okay, back to sports.
We married up. I like that.
We did marry up.
Yep, for sure.
Okay, back to sports. So can I ask you a question about Matt Ryan getting a $100 million guaranteed? How does that sit with you, seriously?
I think that, if you could generate a certain amount of money that somebody sees that much value in you, go for it. I mean, why would he? What he's going to say? No, I don't want this much money. I mean,
I'm a blue collar guy. You grew up very, very wealthy, successful in Sylmar. Where'd you grow up? Sylmar?
I grew up in Arleta.
Oh, where's Arleta? I don't even know where Arleta is.
See?
Don't look at me.
There you go.
Don't look at me.
I don't know how to get home.
Arleta, I couldn't find Arleta on a map.
There you go.
Is there really a city named Arleta?
Absolutely.
Okay, good for
Shout
you.
out to everybody in Arleta.
Yeah, does Arleta have a ball club, a nickname, a college?
No, nothing. We're lucky we even have a post office.
I'm teasing. You kind of grew up like I did. But neither of us really grew up with money, did we?
No,
we didn't.
I grew up with a lot of love, though.
I know you did. So for this guy, I'm not blaming the player. It's just what you said. If the organization wants to pay him.
So who are you blaming? Who are you mad at?
I don't know if the word is mad. I'm trying to figure out, $100 million. I'm not getting $100 million worth of entertainment. Okay, let's start here. I would, for LeBron to get $100 million, no problem. I mean, he shows up. Every team he's been on, for the most part, it becomes a winner.
He's in a wrong sport.
Matt, no kidding. He could have been easily a tight end.
Think about it, right?
Yeah.
What if
he's
you're
in the right sport, though?
If you're playing soccer like Messi, you think he's worth $100 million?
I've seen him play. He's very entertaining, and can you compare? I guess you can. Messi puts people in seats.
That's the point.
I don't think Matt Ryan.
That's the point.
Okay, you're making a good point.
Depending on what sport you're in,
you're making a good point. Messi puts people in seats. I don't think you go.
I think he does, though.
You do?
Because if you put in, Matt Ryan is a B+ quarterback in the NFL.
Thank you.
He's a B+ quarterback.
Thank you.
And the Falcons with Matt Ryan are consistently a playoff team. They went to the Super Bowl 2 years ago. If you put a C-level quarterback or even a D, I'm saying that's a 6-win team, maybe 8-8.
at best. They're fighting for a playoff spot. And so the better the team is, the more people are going to show up in the stands and pay concession. They're going to pay parking. They're going to, shell out some big dough.
And you don't necessarily have to pay somebody for what they're worth. You can pay them for what their potential is. So are you open to the possibility they're paying them for what they think he
I need
can
to go to
bring?
an Alex Urbina workshop to get over this thing.
Also, Garoppolo just got $137 million. He played 3 games.
But he's very handsome.
Just stop being a hater. Just stop being a hater.
I'm not a hater. No, Matt Ryan.
Be happy for him. Be happy for him.
I'm not a hater for Matt Ryan. I guess I don't understand all this money.
If someone wanted to pay you $100 million for a radio show, I would be happy for you.
I know you would be.
I would.
Because you'd be getting a piece of that.
I see. There you go.
Back to so Joe Flacco got $100 million and hasn't had a winning season since he got paid.
That's the risk you take from as an organization. I mean, look at Hassan Whiteside.
This goes back to our opening about emotion. I think when you have a chip on your shoulder, when you have a need or a desire to prove something or want something so big, your want to has to be so big, I think the emotion plays into it. After you get the $100 million, after you get that whatever you want, I'm not sure that desire is there, Alex.
Yeah, when I think of that,
is that a good point?
Absolutely. I think of there's a gentleman named Campbell. He was on the Lakers. Do you remember his first name? Campbell, tall center.
No, what year was this?
I remember the last name.
Eldon Campbell.
I mentioned the last. Yeah.
So he was right after Shaq, and he was their center. And every time it was time to sign, he was scrapping for balls. He was jumping, diving.
There you go.
As soon as they got him, he just, for whatever reason, he was not that same guy anymore.
So this we swing around to the opening of the show, ladies and gentlemen. We talk about emotion. And the reason I brought it up, Alex brought it up on his show. What did you say to your daughter?
I said, it doesn't matter how you feel. It matters what you're committed to. Leadership is about being committed to your commitment, being committed to your word. It doesn't matter how you feel. You get to still rise up.
I'm going to start to agree with you because bringing it back to sports, just what you said, when it came to signing time, Campbell showed up. So in the real world, I think it works the same way. If the boss threatens you in some way through a conversation or behavior that you may lose your job or you're not going to get your raise, what do you do?
You start putting in extra.
Yeah,
bingo.
You dig down deep.
You go the extra mile.
Yeah, you go find that champion.
So,
however, there are champions that always bring that, like LeBron James.
There you go. Finally, we got him, Aaron. Finally, we got him.
Every single game.
Yeah.
Like Kobe Bryant used to bring every single game.
Yeah. Kobe was special in that he did bring that. And anyway, let's talk about the Dodgers because we're a Dodger station. So I'm calling it the lost year already. I'm already saying this is the lost year.
What?
Yeah.
And you're a coach?
I'm a coach. I'm the commissioner. Excuse me. I'm the commissioner.
You're a commissioner, and you give up.
I'm not giving up.
You just said I'm calling it.
I'm calling it the lost year. But I'm being a realist. There's something missing. We're talking about. The concept of the show today is how to deal with emotion if you're a parent and you're listening to the show and you have a coach that's coaching your son or daughter and they're affecting your son or daughter in their emotional balance.
Yeah, but you're already calling the season. Is that what I'm interpreting?
No, I'm naming the season, the lost season.
Why?
Because they've lost so many great players so early. It's not about losing games.
Jenny.
Yeah, it's over, Jenny.
It's over.
So you're saying loss, L-O-S-S.
Yes.
Not lost.
Yes. Thank you.
Got it. All right.
Thank you. Oh, boy. Thank you for that, Aaron.
It's over.
Hello, Jenny.
You're calling the season?
Well, I don't know.
You're a pessimist.
There's over 100 games
It's
left.
It's never over. It's never over. There's always you can always cause a momentum shift.
But I was going to just.
If you're a coach, you're always
flip
believing
the
you can
script
win.
for a second in that one of the positive that's coming out is that they get to look at all these minor leaguers in the big leagues.
That's all you need is 2 or 3 of those guys to come in and fire up your team. Sometimes new, fresh blood, hunger will cause the old timers to shift and rise to another level.
Okay, back to our theme, emotion. What's missing is chemistry.
Yep.
So emotion,
fire, desire, hunger, passion.
He's saying everything I want to say. Aaron.
Sorry about that.
It's the Urbina.
I just get excited.
Alex
When you start
Urbina
talking about
Sports Special. So my point is, the chemistry when Justin Turner went out, they lost chemistry. When Seager went out now for the year, more chemistry, more emotion. These guys brought a certain chemistry into the locker room and then onto the field. So this is where emotion, back to what we were talking about when we opened the show. When you lose that chemistry, then, as you say, and I'm starting to agree with you, you better have a bigger want to. Your commitment better be bigger than whatever emotional moment is going on, correct?
Absolutely.
I'm getting it now.
And it reminds me of the year that they brought Puig in. They were like dying. They were ready to crash, and they brought this kid in named Puig, who was swinging, diving for balls. He was like this little 4-year-old kid loving the game, and it caused a shift in a whole momentum shift for the whole Dodgers that year.
So if we have thousands of people listening to Alex Urbina and the coach, really I'm the commissioner now that fixes all sports. How does somebody listening to our show, driving, maybe they're driving home from a tough week at work, maybe they hate their job, hate their boss, hate their coworkers, they're affected emotionally, but that's not the end game. The end game is what for that person listening to you?
Learn how to accept your boss if they're dysfunctional. Don't take it personal. That's their stuff. If your boss is angry and upset and he's bitter or she's bitter, that's them. You got to learn how to separate their stuff versus who you are. Be grateful for what you have. Hopefully you have a beautiful family to go home and a beautiful life, and count your blessings.
That's it?
You got a job? Yeah.
I thought you could give me a little bit more.
Simple.
Okay, back to the commissioner. I'm Commissioner Coach Ron Tunick, commissioner of all sports to fix. So baseball, I said we go 7 innings. Pitchers, forget it. They're not going to hit. Get them out. Let's have 9 guys that can hit. And let's get back to some small ball. Do you realize this year, or I think it was last year, there's 10,000 more strikeouts. And people are striking out because they're trying to get that long ball, because that's what we want to pay for, right? The guy that hits the home runs gets the money, right? But it's not serving the teams. It's not serving your team. It's not serving your batting average, and ultimately you're going to be asked to leave, right? Like you did when you were, 8 years old? 9 years old?
Yeah, I was terrible. I was awful.
Okay, let's fix football. Got one. You're a football fan. I know you are. You're a Raider fan.
Negative.
Nope, missed that one. What are you? Who?
Do I have a Raider fan face?
Yes, you do.
Oh, okay, got it. All right.
You really do. So who's your team? NFL?
The Vikings.
The Vikings. Oh, you're a sad loser, son. What a tough season.
The good thing about me is that I'm not my team. I'm not my money. I'm not.
But you beat my team in the playoffs. The Saints.
But I've learned how to separate myself from anything. So you can call me a loser all you want. And now we got loser music.
Oh man, Aaron! I wish Aaron produced all my shows, man. I get the best. They beat my Saints in that crazy catch at the end of the game.
There you go.
I wanted to say that let's get the kicker out of football. I want to fix football. Let's get the kicker out. No more kicking. No more punts. No more kickers. You're done.
Why?
Go sell insurance. Go sell insurance for New York Life. You're done.
They make or break games.
For Prudential.
They make or break games.
They're not football players, Alex. Kickers are not football players. What are they? Have you ever gone to a football practice? They're off in the corner, joking around, kicking a few balls, having a soda pop, eating a protein bar.
That's their role, though, Coach. What do you want them doing? The Oklahoma drill?
Hit somebody, catch the ball, throw the ball.
I've seen some kickers lay out someone on a punt, like a punt return. They'll be the last one. They'll be the last one standing, and they'll just light someone up.
Well, okay.
Stop being a hater. You're being a hater today.
I need to fix football. I need to get the kickers out of football. We're going to take a break. Alex and I are going to come back, and we're going to talk about something that's very important to you. Don't go anywhere, because what we have to say could make your weekend. We'll be right back on 98.1 KHTS, award-winning KHTS and HometownStation.com.
Little Eye Leaders is the newest preschool in the Santa Clarita Valley. At Little Eye Leaders, our outstanding teachers lead with intellect, perspective, and heart. That means our programs provide a warm, nurturing atmosphere to meet the unique needs of each child. We believe that play is a powerful form of learning for young children. That's why our kids have every opportunity to learn through the magic and excitement of play. Parents, schedule a tour today by calling 303-0400 or online at littleeyeleaders.org.
Come join me, Arif Halby, for Total Financial Solutions Safer Money Hour. Every Tuesday at noon, we uncover ways to help you manage your money, get out of debt, and prepare for your retirement. That's every Tuesday at noon on Total Financial Solutions Safer Money Hour. Are you not sure if you can retire yet? Listen to us and learn about tips for savings, retirement strategies, and so much more. That's every Tuesday at noon on Total Financial Solutions Safer Money Hour on your hometown station, AM 1220, KHTS.
This is Bernard Cash with Earthwise Nutrition Center. We have been serving Santa Clarita Valley from the same location in Granary Square Shopping Center for the last 30 years. We built our business on earning people's trust. What you get at our store, you will not get anywhere else. You're going to get a family that's going to tell you the truth, that's more interested in earning your business long-term versus making a big sale. You're going to get 30 years of knowledge, and you're going to get a wide variety of products that actually work. You can visit us at buyearthwise.com or call us at 661-255-2928.
If you are at least 55 years of age and have a torn or irreparable rotator cuff, you may be eligible for a no-cost clinical trial at Southern California's Orthopedic Institute's Valencia Clinic. Call 818-901-6600 extension 1525 or visit rotatorcuffstudy.com to learn about a study of an investigational shoulder implant. Call 818-901-6600 extension 1525 or visit rotatorcuffstudy.com. Sponsored by MicroAir Surgical Instruments.
Your hometown station.
Our news team at KHTS is constantly working to keep you informed. If you want the latest and greatest information on the Santa Clarita Valley, just sign up for the KHTS newsletter. SCV News delivered directly to your email inbox every weekday by 5 p.m. and a special weekend edition on Sundays. All it takes is an email address and you're set. Go to hometownstation.com to register.
98.1 FM and AM 1220.
At Jersey Mike's, we think there's a whole lot of wow to be found between 2 layers of fresh baked bread. Like, wow, this sub sandwich sure has a little something something special. And wow, Juice does for sub sandwiches what spinach does for a certain well-known sailor man. Because we never just make a sub. Every sub we make is a sub above. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Your Santa Clarita Jersey Mike's, a proud sponsor of Santa Clarita High School football.
Hi, this is Jason Perez with New American Funding, Santa Clarita's own homegrown mortgage expert. Visit my website at lendscb.com or give me a call at 661-972-1092. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or trying to go from your condo to a castle, here at New American Funding, my team and I are here to help you do whatever you need. Once again, feel free to give me a call, 661-972-1092, or visit my website at lendscb.com. I'm looking forward to working with you.
Santa Clarita's hometown station. Hometown station.
KHTS AM 1220 and the new 98.1 FM.
Hey, Biz, let it drop right here.
I've been doing radio for 20 years, do a show on Tuesday, The Business of Life, for 20 years, and I listen to radio. One of my favorite radio shows, I'm telling you, the last 20 years, he's sitting right next to me, Alex Urbina. Tune in at noon on Fridays and call or text me and tell me if I'm wrong. I mean, there's something about the way he communicates his ideas, even though some of them are absolutely crummy and don't make sense.
Crummy or crazy?
Crazy.
There you go.
I love you, brother.
Love you too.
So we're talking about emotion. We're going to say something here in a minute that could make your weekend or break your weekend. When you look at all, and I'm the commissioner now, I'm the commissioner to fix all sports. Just forget the coach nickname. Just call me commissioner. The shorter seasons, longer playoffs. So that way we don't lose any money. Shorter seasons, baseball, football, basketball. Basketball's 82 seasons. The last month is ridiculous. Aaron, you know that. Alex, you know that. Make basketball 50 games and then have playoffs. Do basketball like college with brackets. You know what bracketology is?
I do, yes.
So create all the teams in the NBA get into a bracket, okay?
You know what? Out of all the crazy ideas I've ever heard you say, this one, I actually like this idea.
See, I knew you liked it.
Man, did you steal this from somebody?
No.
This idea? You came up all by yourself?
Yeah, 2 in the morning. 2 in the
Yeah, you need to start waking up at 2 in the morning more often, because I kind of like that. Like,
I do wake up.
If we shave off regular games
Yeah.
and then add on the back end all the excitement,
wouldn't it be cool to have? Yeah,
it'll
wouldn't it be
draw
cool?
more crowds. It'll draw more synergy. You'll
Thank
get more
you.
fans.
Thank you.
More bars are going to be packed. It's
Thank
going to
you.
cause more revenue.
Look at and then we'll talk about what I want to say. But look at we're talking about emotion. That's how we opened up the show. Look at the emotional spirit in the playoffs. So different than the rest of the season. Okay, we beat that horse pretty good. Here's what I want to say. Alex and I grew up in the hood. Alex and I grew up playing in the streets. And when you play in the
Street ball, baby.
Yeah, baby. We learned how to communicate. We learned how to get angry but get over our anger.
Mm-hmm.
We learned how to channel our energy in a different way. And we learned how to survive. You got to survive when you're playing in the streets. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening to the show called Travis Talk Sports, get your kids outside. Right, Alex? Get them outside.
Yeah, I feel like I discovered a certain level of champion outside in the street playing ball. And this is what it looked like. I ran a post. I ran to the old Pontiac and then made a slant. Threw the ball. I dove in the street and I scuffed up my elbows. Got up. I'm bleeding. And I got some of my cousins going, go inside, go get patched up. And I'm like, no, throw me the next pass. And
you got dog in you. Where do you get the dog in you? You got dog in you.
I love to play, and I loved being outside. And when you're around, it's the camaraderie. It was exciting. I didn't want to go inside and clean up my scrapes. I wanted to.
Our
take
young
another pass.
kids don't have dog in them.
Grit. You got to discover grit. And
I say dog, you say grit.
Whatever.
Same thing.
The dog, the fight in you.
Get them outside. Come on, get them off the computers. Get them outside. Get a game going in the street. Come on, dads, if you're listening, drive it home. How about some touch football? 3-on-3.
They got Madden now. You don't need to do that. You can do it on 3D computer games.
Well, this is a sad situation.
Aaron's got a big smile on his face.
Are you on Madden? Are you on?
Of course he is.
Oh, yeah, I play Madden time to time, but I don't play video game. I don't own a video game console. But I would play in the streets. Like I told you during the break, I think I'm the last generation that was consistently playing outside.
I'm just concerned, and Alex, you see it with young teenagers more than I see it, is the lack of social skills, how to interact, how to have a conversation, how to be angry and then get over it, how to express yourself emotionally. That was how we started the show, right?
Yep.
This is what sports teaches you. It's okay. It's okay to strike out. It's not life failure. It's just part of the task of any sport. You're going to miss a free throw. You're going to miss a basket. I don't know some of the other, as the commissioner, like one of the fastest growing sports. I'm having a brain fart here. Commissioner, thank you.
Get them all fired up.
What's the kids run with the net? God, with the hard
net.
The kid.
Bubbles?
The kids run with the net. Oh my God! Why can't I think of the sports?
Field hockey? Field
yes,
hockey.
but it's not called field hockey. It's called
lacrosse.
God,
lacrosse.
Yeah. So there's a lot of missing when they talk.
I love these senior moments. Make sure you record these and put them like in a folder.
No, he records
senior
them.
moments.
He records them. Our show brought to you by Earthwise. Also, soon to be brought to you by Alex Urbina Sports Camp. We got to do a sports. I don't know what we're going to call it, but coaches need to come and learn. The better they can communicate, the more they'll win. Agreed?
I agree. I would call it empowering your team. Learn how to empower your kids, how to build them up, how to get into the mind game and really fan that flame inside. Build that champion that's inside of every kid.
Maybe we call I get empowering, but maybe we call it something with a champion in it. I like that word, champion.
Yeah, me too.
How to build a championship through the Alex Urbina sports camps. I'm serious. This is a good time of year to do it, too.
What a title.
What do you mean, what a title? What title do you want?
I don't know. Let's workshop it, though.
Let's workshop it. Yeah, let's do a committee thing. Okay, so you're watching no sports this weekend because you got a big life, right?
I do.
And you and Aaron, you and I are going to be watching the Kentucky Derby tomorrow about 3:00.
I usually work on weekends. I'm usually out in different cities doing training.
You've been you've been back and forth from Denver, right?
I've been back and forth probably the last 6 weeks.
Denver,
Denver, Utah, Florida.
Do you want to move to Colorado?
No.
But isn't Denver beautiful?
I love it, beautiful. But I'm a Cali kid.
Yeah, Denver is beautiful.
It is.
Were you affected at all by the elevation?
No,
5,000.
I was
mile high city.
It's mile high. Yeah.
Yeah. You weren't? Okay.
No, I think I'm getting used to it now.
You're in good shape.
I don't know about that.
Were you doing workshops back there?
I did. I did a preteen, so kids ages 7 to 12.
Oh boy,
but this weekend I'm not working. So
what are you doing?
I'm definitely not going to watch a sports game. I'm going to be out doing all kinds of amazing things with my wife and my kids. And
okay, Dodgers.
Living my life.
Dodgers
baby.
on tonight at 6. Monterrey, Mexico. Where's Monterrey? Does somebody know? Where's Monterrey? Do you know?
Monterey's up north. Oh, Monterey, Mexico?
That's where they're playing the next 3 days. Friday,
I know where that's at.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monterey. That'll be interesting, I think.
We need to get Aaron a girlfriend so that he doesn't sit home and watch Kentucky Derbies. If you had a girlfriend, then you probably...
It's going to be awesome this weekend. I'm going to do nothing. I'm going to love it.
What about a girlfriend, Aaron? Why don't you go to the Alex Urbina dating service?
We got to set him up so that he doesn't sit home and watch Kentucky
What about
Derbies.
the Alex Urbina dating service?
I'm low maintenance, but I'm very particular.
Now, what will you snack? What are you going to?
We're running out of time here.
We can't really. Don't we?
Time flies when we're having fun,
what's the
Coach.
one snack that you will have watching the Derby?
Oh man,
mine will be Cheetos. I'll tell you that right now.
See, Coach, this is what we were talking about.
Hot Cheetos or regular?
I was thinking
Cheetos?
about
regular.
Maybe like a Fuji apple, maybe some carrots.
Yeah, one of these days.
Yeah, you're depressing me, bro. Let's take us out. Let's take us out with that.
Take us out, baby. Alex, thank you. I love you, dog.
Man,
we're having lunch Monday. Where?
Yes.
Where are we having
That's
lunch?
fun.
Where are we having lunch?
Let's do some sushi.
Okay, sushi.
All right. Peace.
Let me make it plain. Look, I'm